So for the second example here, hopefully you've tried this one on your own. So if you haven't, try this one on your own first before you watch me do it. I started a little bit here just to try to make this video a little bit shorter. V1x is here, V1y is here. So in this one, they give me a V1. So right here, they give me my initial velocity, but just notice what they give me here. They give me an acceleration. So there doesn't have to be, the two vectors don't have to be V1 and V2 that they give you. They can give you any two vectors. It could be displacement and V2 or whatever. In this case, it's V1 and acceleration. When we go through and find these then, I'm going to assume that you're pretty good with these components now. So 35 times the cosine of 25 is going to give you this. Again, ask me if I do something and it doesn't make sense. 35 sine 25, sine because it's opposite, it's going to give me this. I went ahead and picked some positive directions, so just keep in mind this one is east, that's the positive direction. This one is north, this one's actually going to be my negative direction. But I chose it because this guy here is south. Over here we're going to get AX and AY, and again, same thing. I'm assuming that you can do these. AY is 6.5, what is that? Sorry, 6.95, 9547. And just remember again, this is acceleration, it's meters per second squared. This one is south. This thing is west, 8635. Okay, we're looking for car's final velocity. So what we're looking for, just as a reminder, is V2. V2 is question mark. Okay, so in the horizontal direction, we know what V1x is, we know what AX is, we know the time, again, so again, here's time. What we don't know is V2. We can't directly find V2, what we can find is V2x. Okay, so you don't really need to rewrite all these things, I'll rewrite them just because I started to. AX 1.8635. Time 4.5 seconds. Okay, so this looks just like any kinematics question. Forget about all the vertical stuff over here. Just looking at horizontal stuff, I could say, let's use this guy, this equation. You can use any of your kinematics equations. It doesn't need to be this one or rearranged. It could be the best friend equation. Distance is v1t plus half at squared. Any equations you're allowed to use. Keep in mind though, everything here is the x direction. I'm not using any of these y components, only the x components. I'm also not gonna ever use the hypotenuse sides. Again, only the x components. Okay, so V2, this is V2x, V1. East is positive, so 3172. Acceleration is west is negative, okay. So again, just watch those signs, pick your positive direction, stick with it as you do it. We'll work this out and we get about 23.33 meters per second. Again, my answer, first answer, always in the positive direction, that's east. Okay, so there's not the answer to the question, but there's the horizontal part. I need to do the same stuff in the y direction. Let's see, V1y is north. AY, south. Okay, so just remember those signs as we start subbing numbers in. Time, 4.5. Just like in projectile motion, right? The time is the same in both. It's a scalar, it's not a vector. I can't break it up into components. This is my question mark. This guy was question mark. Didn't write that there. All right, so this is V2y. Again, I can use my y stuff. I can't use anything from the x direction, just like we did when we did projectile motion. I said south was positive. So this V1 here, negative 14.79. Acceleration then goes in as a positive time, scalar, always a positive. We work this out, we are going to get 1651. Again, first answer in the positive direction. It's positive, so no changing required. What we're doing when we do this, just like projectile motion, we're looking in the x direction, we're looking in the y direction, we're coming down to some sort of answers. Remember, these are components of the vector. I'm going to redraw this thing. It's going east, it's going south. 23, 33, and 1651. What I'm really looking for then is this side. This is V2x, V2y. What I'm finding then is V2, as well as this. That's what I am looking for, so that's good. We're finding the right thing. We're going to use Pythagoras and trig to solve this thing. V2 is the square root of 2333 squared plus 1651 squared. Let's move this over here a little bit. V2 then, what does that work out to? That is 2858. We need that angle, tan theta, opposite over adjacent. Angle, that would be 35, 29 degrees. Okay, V2 then, make sure you can actually see. V2 then, final answer is this for sig digs. Again, 2 sig digs. It's approximately 29 meters per second. We're going east, then south. So east, 35 degrees south. There's a vector sign. And again, we'll stick 2 boxes to kind of say final answer. Acceleration in 2D.